Didn't record. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with Carlson. Sorry we're starting a few minutes late today. I was having some technical issues here at the office. Been gone for the weekend. Came back and found out the power went out. Shut everything down. I had to turn everything back on and wait for it to all boot up. Didn't realize that when I showed up today. But hey, that's the way live works. I'm not Fox News. I can't hop on the air right when I'm supposed to, right? It's more fun this way. Hope you're still available and can still watch. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're ready for this upcoming weekend. We're going to have Memorial Day this weekend. Great. School's ending. Everybody's going to be out for the summer. Everyone I know can hear school's out for. Okay, I won't sing anymore. But school's going to be out for summer. I hope you get outside, spend some time away from this computer device, whatever you're watching. Go spend some time in nature. You know, a lot of people talk about there not being too many things to do in Highlands County. Growing up here, I beg to differ. There are so many things to do right around here. The scrub hiking areas down on off the Kissimmee River around Bassinger, the Highlands Hammock State Park, several lakes with multiple swimming areas and boating areas to put in at. There's a lot to do. Mountain bike parks north of town. There's things to do all over the place outside. Get outside and do it. Even if you're a fisherman, you can wade out into the water wherever you want. If you don't have a boat, things don't cost. That's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. How do I get out there and do something without breaking the bank? I wanted to first give it, today is what's today, May 24th, Monday, May 24th. Give a shout out to one of our customers. I try to do that every time. I need to make a list because I'm not sure that I've hit them all or what order I'm hitting them in. And I don't want to hit them twice. Not that I don't want to brag about them twice, but I'm going to talk about Legacy Bicycles, Dan Andrews over there. If you need a good ride, if you want to get out this summer, enjoy the mountain bike trails, the sidewalks, the triathlon coming up in June. If you want to do any of that, go down and see Dan. He's also got strangely warm coffee right there on the shelf. I had someone a week or so ago tell me that they didn't think strangely warm coffee was real until I put the post last week on about strangely warm coffee now being on Amazon.com. So go check out Dan over at Legacy Bicycles. He can help you out if you need an e-bike because you want to go a little bit faster and harder, or because you need the extra assistance. Dan can help you out with that too. Three-wheelers, recumbents, whatever you need. So today, I'm going to talk about, mainly the subject is starting your own business and how to get out there and do it. I've met with several people during tax season who are in a rut. And by rut, I mean that they were laid off or lost their job for some reason last year. Now they're collecting unemployment. And despite what they say on TV, I talk to businesses every day, and those businesses tell me every day that they're having trouble finding people that want to work. I know some because they're getting paid more not to work. And I know the news channels say that this isn't true. The president said that it's not true. I can tell you that I talk to real people owning real businesses right here in Highlands County and around this part of the state of Florida, and it's real. We just met with had dinner with some people from Lee County down in Fort Myers yesterday, and they're seeing the same thing down there and hearing the same thing from businesses in that area. So, not that the news gets everything or half the things wrong, but sometimes they do get it wrong. In this case, they're wrong. This is actually happening. I met with someone who was actually not feeling too good about themselves because of it, but still kind of stuck in that mental rut. And I understand that. So I try to read a book a week if I can. By read, my eyes don't work as well as they used to. So I listen to a lot of books. And that's cool because I'm in my truck, so I can listen to them while we're driving. And sometimes we can listen to them together. Yesterday, we were finishing a book by Reverend Andy Stanley called Better Decisions for Fewer Regrets. That's regrets spelled the proper way, not R-E-G-R-A, or was it R-A-G? Anyway, you remember the movie with the tattoo that said no regrets. So we finished that book yesterday. It's great. And it's just helping you along life's path and some of the ways you can look at things with a different perspective and make decisions and not regret things that you did or didn't do in the past if you think about your decisions and make them properly. Another book that I read recently, the last one that I read before this was called Gumption. And Gumption, if you haven't heard that word in a while, that's something that really our grandparents used. Just explains having the will and the desire and the to put forth the effort to do something good. And in this case, this was a book by Nick Offerman. Nick was in Parks and Rec, great character. Turns out the character that he played in Parks and Rec, if you watch that, is exactly opposite of who Nick Offerman is. Not exactly opposite. There are some similarities, but Nick Offerman, really, that character was more making fun of the person that was the character in that show than anything else. But Gumption was a great book. And what Nick did in the book was he took people throughout history that he felt had that will desire, starting with our founding fathers and working his way up through the years. Now, I might have disagreed with a few, but overall, it was a good book just talking about the fortitude of the Americans and moving forward with creating this great country and the things that have happened since its creation. And the cool thing about that and why it kind of ties into what I want to talk about today is because there's a lot of people that are sitting back in a rut thinking, oh, it's too hard to do this, it's too hard to do that. And no offense to anyone out there that may be in that situation, but at the end of the day, we really want to feel, I think everyone feels better when they're doing something and being productive. And I hope that I can encourage one or two people to do that. And there are a lot of people that are looking for help out there. I know there are contractor trades, mechanical trades, all kinds of people looking for employees to hire that could use them, whether tile setters. These people are looking for someone to help. And the way that electricians looking for people to help, the way most of those trades, the way you get into most of those trades is by doing things like digging ditches for the electrician to run underground wire to a back building, by climbing in the attic to fish a wire in a particular place for the person that owns the business. Sometimes you get into it by doing those things, and you're going to do the things that the person who is the licensed electrician or plumber or painter or carpenter doesn't really want to do. Maybe you're hauling lumber back and forth. But if you really want to do something and you really want to feel productive, there are lots of opportunities out there to get busy. If you don't want to work for someone else, there's a lot of ways you can do that too. One of the things, as you guys know, I've been working with the Dave Ramsey organization for almost a year now, I guess. And one of the things if you haven't looked at the baby steps, go look at that. First thing they want you to do is save money. So I know that a lot of people have gotten stimulus money. I know there's people waving their wads of cash on TV. If you were lucky enough to get some of that, use those funds after you're able to pay your bills and live off of them, because I know people aren't everyone that's getting them is not just banking them and buying cars and boats and all that other stuff. If you really can, put aside a little bit of money so that you can help. And if you want to get into a trade like painting, for instance, you can go for relatively little money, buy some painting equipment, and start putting the word out on social media or friends and family that you want to start painting. And you can start practicing that trade at low prices to help maybe your friends and neighbors or some older people to try and get involved in it. If you wanted to get involved in the lawn mowing business, a little bit higher risk, a little bit more expensive equipment, but you don't have to have the zero-turn electric Gravely mower from our friend Doug out there at Gravely. That's $25,000 so that you don't have to buy gas and you can feel comfortable riding around cutting a lawn. You can actually still mow lawns with push mowers. I see people do it all the time. I did it for a long time just because it was good. It's good exercise pushing a mower for a little while. But you can find those things really, really used. We actually sold our lawnmower a couple of months ago. It was a great zero-turn 42-inch lawnmower. I put it on Facebook Marketplace. It sold in no time for a few $100s. So there are ways to find something to do to be productive and make a living if you really want to work at it and you want to get out there and start doing it. Maybe you want to get in the landscaping lawn business. You just want to go neighbor to neighbor and ask, hey, can I help pull some of these weeds? A lot of people can't do that in the summertime because of the heat and the exhaustion outside. So there are ways to find work. A lot of people are hiring out there. If you have the will or the gumption to get up and get out and go do it, you can do it. There aren't that many barriers to starting your own business. And starting your own business in this case is, like I said, you can buy a $100 push lawnmower to help cut your neighbor's grass. You can buy a rake for a few bucks at Goodwill or Salvation Army, or at Habitat for Humanity. You can buy some of these tools very inexpensively so that you can get into a business and at least start working and feel productive. You might not be at the top of the heap right now, but there's a lot of work out there to be had, a lot of things to do. not many barriers to entry, so that you don't need, if you don't have to have an expensive corporation, you don't have to have top of the line expensive tools, you don't have to have a lot of debt and borrow a lot of money from people. Save it up, ask your friends and family. Maybe someone can help you with a few $100 to get started, get out there, get on your feet, start making things work for you. And I think that's the biggest message right now, that starting your own business does not have a significant barrier to entry. Even my business, if you wanted to get into bookkeeping or you wanted to get into even tax prep, there are a lot of free online courses to teach you how to do it. I know my clients, they go on to help learn tips and tricks for themselves, so they know the right questions to ask me or how to go through things. Even if you wanted to do that, you probably already have a computer or some sort of a tablet device. You could start learning how to do that and figure out how to do it on your own. There are so many things to do. I have multiple clients right now that are going around mining yard sales and putting those things on eBay. There are so many interesting ideas out there. I know that Facebook Marketplace, you can put almost anything on Facebook Marketplace, and there's a market for it. Someone out there is going to want whatever it is you're selling. So you could get into and I've seen people grow that from a Saturday morning hobby to a full-fledged big business where they're thinking of leaving their other jobs to jump on and do it full time. So you could walk around your neighborhood or walk around town or ride your bicycle around town, start looking at these things and doing some research and figure out ways that you can start a business. Now, once you grow a little bit and you have some questions about taxes, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you, help guide you. We always offer free half-hour consultations to new businesses so that we can try and help guide you in the right direction as you move forward and how you're going to be hit with taxes on the back end. But not a lot of barriers to do it. You can just about start doing a lot of businesses. You can't open a 5-star restaurant without any money, but there's a lot of businesses out there that you can. So that's my message for you. Get some gumption, jump out there, make a good decision. Don't regret the last year not being out there and being productive. There are so few barriers to entry to jump into a profession that I encourage you to do so. Search out people that can help you and guide you in the right direction. If you need our help, you can always reach us at 863-382-4141 on the web at carlsonaccounting.com. You can even schedule an appointment right there for us on the webpage and reach out anytime. We'll be glad to help you out and give you whatever tips and tricks you want. And there are some previous posts on Carlson Accounting's Facebook page that have other videos about starting a business, being employees, hiring employees, things like that. So type of entity you need. If you need any help with that, give us a call anytime. I hope that everyone has a safe, happy, fun Memorial Day weekend. Kids, good luck. I know because lots of kids watch the show. Good luck on your last few days of school. And everyone have a fantastic Monday morning out there. Enjoy the last few days of this cool weather. I'll tell you what, it was cold this weekend, and I hope that you all enjoyed it. Get outside, get out there, figure out what you can do to be productive and make your life better for the better. For the better. Get out there and do something fun. Be productive. Make your life better. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on Coffee with Carlson. We'll see you next Monday morning. I might be doing a live remote. We did it last year with the kids over at the beach. So we'll see what we're going to do this time. Thank you very much. God bless.